cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Restate the statement call again. Jesse, while we're with you, let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero, the beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Guys?
All right, Holly. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to run for it. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
And I think that was step one for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive and see what this offense
makes the grab in their space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. I mean, he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
About that, man, that feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Got it set up on the outside. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Here we go. Ready.
Making side adjustments here. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Johnson wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Jackson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Off-play action on 1st down. Complete. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Run inside. It's Jackson. Could be an alley. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
He gets a block. Got over the room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Got room at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Skips away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Johnson wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Play clock was getting close to zero, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moulton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down, just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they swarm him under.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Iowa spends its 2nd timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Handoff from Alton. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your...
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it on the counter. Makes it past the marker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
To the air on 1st down. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And the extra point is good. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Iowa! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Jackson. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he made the extra point without problem. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got the quick pass. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The throw to the outside is complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Smack. Another broken tackle. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Johnson looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Some misdirection with the counter. Trying to take it back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just
maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time.
There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know.
Oh, and out of space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The ball back on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success.
Here's a little room there. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a give to Malton. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Diaz. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Hand off, Malton running left. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Keeps it on the bootleg. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Handoff for Malton. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Push ahead on the sneak. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
I love the attitude of this defense. They were expecting quarterback sneak or something quick hitting on that play, and they just buckled up and drove the offensive line back, able to stop the QB behind the line of scrimmage.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run with Malton. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught by Williams on the right.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Off play action. On target. Fighting off the defender. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Using his feet to buy time. Incomplete, going for the touchdown, but instead I think they're going to have to wear a penalty. So you don't want to put the ball in harm's way, but the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and goal. Johnson looking to throw. He's got him this time. Bounced off his feet.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st down.
Unloads it downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the ball.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And, man, what a big fourth down stop for this squad. You needed it, man. To pull the upset, you had to do something special. You gave up some yards, but they came up big, in a big spot. You want to make an upset? You want to make something happen? You got to make plays like that, and they come through in a clutch moment.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run...
Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Johnson wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got some room to run. And he takes the interception and return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Push down for the tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It's complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
Play fake, Williams. Under fire. He's going to go for a big one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Washington sends out the punt team. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Ncaa to throw. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel, they had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ncaa from the gun on third down. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the score.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The option, he'll keep it.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They'll give it to Washington. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner out there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Williams. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Williams to the air again. Snagged out of the air. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
And we always go back and we look like, what was the play of the game? Those moments that were so big, that was huge for this offense, man. Already trailing in the football game, third down and long situation to get that conversion and now get first and goal. A chance to cut into this lead. Really nice, big, opportunistic, timely play for this offense.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Throwing, say it. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Play action with Williams. Under fire. And they got it.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Williams will pass. He's got his man. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Here's Williams to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Buckeye! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Might be changing the route. On the option. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Williams. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again. Turning it on! Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Open on the left side is Smith. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now here's Ncaa. The screen, he's got wheels. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's Ncaa to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Here's a heat. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa. Got out of trouble and throws. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where this...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Williams. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Williams looking for a man. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got his man downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
It's Williams again. Unloads it left. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Husky!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside, it's Jackson.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Play fake, say it. Looking to scramble. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He's got the first down, but he'll need a lot more than that on this final play. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third down, red zone play, round the line. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Discards him with the stiff arm. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Got his man out of the backfield. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Pressure coming. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Sends it back in motion. The run inside. It's Washington. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to Washington. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Washington!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the point after is good.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Ncaa rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing out.
Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Sweet cut there. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. He'll pull it down and run. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Finds a man on the right. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back, 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Washington right back to the line. Williams on the play fake. Bringing the heat. All kinds of time before he fires right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Good timing on the quick out. Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Williams from the gun on third down. Got his man. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Here's Williams to throw. Fires left. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. And let's take a second to look at the numbers these two quarterbacks have posted. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Williams will pass. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Trying to run, it's Washington. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. On the move, it's Jackson. Picks up the first down. There's a crease. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Williams. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Turning it on. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got them in 3rd and long.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Williams to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll give it to Washington. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
When When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rifles it down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Pocket breaking down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Drills him with the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. First and 10 from their own one, and they really need to create some breathing room. Throwing, Williams. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got room on the return. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It's complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Buckeyes will go for it here on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Drives ahead, and he's able to convert on 4th down, and they can keep this clock running and hold on to that lead.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, though.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries it on the sneak. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
I don't know if the offense is going to call these quarterback sneaks very much more in this game. That defense in the interior, they are tough. They got an outstanding push inside, and that's why this offense lost yardage.
That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.
Flag 29. Go, go! Go, ready, go, go! Down, ready! Flag 14, flag, ready, go! Ready! Red 18, down, ready! Wide, ready, go! Ready, ready! Flag 18, flag 18! Ready, go! Ready! Flag 88, flag 88! Go, go! Here we go, ready! Blue 20, ready, go! Go, ready, ready to go! Down, ready! Blue 30, blue 30! Ready to go! Ready! Ready, let's go, go! Down, ready, go, go! Ready, ready, go, go! Ready! Here we go, ready! Blue 85, blue 85, ready, go! Go, ready! Wide 80, wide 80! Down, ready! Let's go! Ready, ready! Stand! Wide 53! Wide 53! Stand! Ready! Stand! Wide 80! Wide 80! Blue idiot! Hey! Let's go! Stand! Flag 18! Flag 18! go! Ready, ready! Red 18, red 18! Level, level! Western, western! Slash, slash! Rock, rock, rock! Ready, go! Ready! Y53, Y53! Here we go, ready! Black 18! Black 18! Over, over! Where did he go? Down, ready! Black 88! Black 88! Down, ready! Blue 22! Blue 20! Ready! Blue 30! Blue 30! Where did he go? Ready, ready! Set! Y29! Hit it, hit! That's it! Red 80! Red hit! And Black 14! Black hit! Ready, ready! Set! Blue 30! Blue 30! Green 98! Ready! Set! Blue 22! Blue 22! check. 14, go, go. Here we go, ready. Red 54, red 54. Jack, check. 95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge. Hey, 89, 19 purple. 89, 19, check, check, check. 62, 24 up. 62, 24 up. Go, go. Now, ready. 129, 129. Now, ready. Black 14, black 14. Hey, move. Shift. Ready. Jet. Go, go. Now, ready. Red 18, red 18. Hey, move. Ready, go.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your EA Sports college football coaching journey. Before you get started, you can customize your dynasty. Now it's time to choose your team. Each school has a unique. Now it's time to choose your role. Here, you can create your own coach or choose. Now you need to choose your coach's archetype. As a motivator, you'll be focused on developing and inspiring your players. Recruiters excel in finding and bringing in new talent to their programs. Tacticians maximize your team's chances of success. Make sure you review your... Welcome to staged recruiting. Like previous years, recruiting follows 3 important stages. Stage 1 is adding players to your recruiting board where you can gain intel on their values and what they want from a school. It is important to make the right offer to the right players. Each player has their own NIL expectations. Offering more than their expected NIL could give you a weekly bonus, but offering less than expected could give your school a negative influence hit. Stage 2 begins once you're in a recruit's top 5, and this is when you begin selling your program to them. One key difference this year is that as a part of your scholarship, you can give recruits NIL, which may give you weekly bonuses if it meets the recruit's valuation. Finally, Stage 3 is all about closing in on a recruit by hosting them on campus and emphasizing your school's specific strengths to get a commitment from them before signing day.